Students and parents, welcome to Lee Virtual School. In this presentation, you're going to learn some very important information to help you be successful in our program. Please take a moment to enter your teacher's phone number into your phone and send your teacher a text with your student's name. At Lee Virtual School, we have a few acronyms that will be very helpful for you to understand. LVS stands for Lee Virtual School. You and your student are part of Lee Virtual School. You will also see the acronym FLVS. This is for Florida Virtual School. Please know that Florida Virtual School is a school all on its own. However, it does allow franchise schools within districts like Lee Virtual to use its curriculum. So Florida Virtual School will be the curriculum provider for Lee Virtual School. DBA. A DBA is a discussion-based assessment. This is a type of assessment that's done with every student at the end of the module in each of their courses. It's a time where they will be on Zoom with their teacher and answering information about their learning orally. VSA. You may hear this term, and this is the office area of our virtual school. When you first log into your student's course portal, you will land on a page that's called VSA. From that page, you will access a place called Educator. Educator is the learning management system that we use for the virtual classroom and courses for our virtual school. This is where you will find all of your coursework. Pace chart. This is the calendar with the weekly lessons listed for each subject. We'll talk a little more about this later on in the presentation. Some important information to know for the parent is that each student must have a parent or adult learning guide that commits to work with the student 4 to 6 hours per day. The parent is responsible for monitoring student progress, maintaining weekly progress, ensuring content mastery, and helping with navigation throughout the program. Parents will also be working through each lesson with their student to ensure content mastery. This means that the parent and the student will be doing the learning together. At Lee Virtual, we expect our parents to spend about 1 hour of planning a week. This includes reading through lessons and organizing materials 1 week ahead of time. Check and respond to emails and phone calls from the teacher. Check the student's work daily. Once a week, check the Lee Virtual website. Create a weekly schedule for the student. Create and maintain a designated workspace. Remind students to attend live lessons and bring students in for required in-person testing. It is very important to have a daily schedule to follow. You may start with any subject you would like. Successful students spend between 4 to 6 hours each day on their lessons. We will send you an example of a sample schedule. Feel free to use ours or create one of your own. Virtual sessions. Teachers will hold virtual sessions in Zoom weekly to reinforce some of the grade level standards. Student participation is strongly encouraged. If your student is unable to attend a virtual session for any reason, please reach out to the teacher. Virtual session days, times, and Zoom links are posted on the announcement pages of your courses. Your teacher will be sending more information about when your weekly sessions will begin. Student commitment. At Lee Virtual School, we expect our students to work hard in all classes. Students must do their own work. The student will do his or her best work on all assignments and assessments. Ask questions when help is needed. Create expectations for school learning guide and follow throughout the school year. Attend live lessons weekly. Teachers are here to help. Your teachers will communicate with the learning guide and the student, grade student portfolio assignments and tests, give DBAs, provide feedback to students, provide resources to parent if needed, provide academic intervention when needed, and provide live lessons. Academic integrity is very important when working in a virtual setting. Students should complete their own work for independent work, formal assessments, DBAs, and checkpoints. This is necessary to show mastery of grade level standards. It is expected that parents guide the student through the lesson, but then have the student work independently for checkpoints and formal assessments. Tools such as Google Search and Chat GPT or other AI technology is not allowed to complete your work at Lee Virtual School. The grading policy at Lee Virtual School is as follows. Any assignment quiz that is not submitted will result in a 0. You must complete scheduled DBAs with your teacher. These DBAs must be passed in order to pass the course. Make sure to check your gradebook daily. Click on Graded Assignments to view your teacher's feedback. iReady is an additional program that we use here at Lee Virtual School to support our students in both reading and math. Participation in iReady is required for 45 minutes and 2 lessons a week in both reading and math. You will notice that there is a row added to each week of the PACE chart for this information. You will learn where iReady can be accessed a little later in the presentation. Attendance. According to the Code of Conduct, we follow the Lee County School District and Florida required attendance policy. We must have proof that the student entered the schoolhouse and into an educational activity daily. You will do this by entering your language arts course on a daily basis through your Chromebook. Attendance is taken daily to account for the prior day. If your child must miss school for any reason, please email Ms. Garza and your child's teacher. Otherwise, your student will be marked unexcused. Let's take a look at a sample PACE chart. I'll show you where to find this in just a few minutes, but for now, let's look at the PACE chart parts. Each PACE chart is broken down by the week and then by the subject area. Each week, students are given a number of lessons that must be completed in each subject area. Note that the day of the week for this lesson is not noted on the PACE chart. This is where the parent and the learning guide have flexibility for setting up your daily schedule. But all of the work for the week is due by Friday at 4 p.m. As I noted earlier, iReady is one of our additional activities that is required at Lee Virtual School. There are 3 areas that we ask our students to participate in that is outside of the educator portal. We ask students to complete iReady, Fluency Flight, and FRAX. This may vary by grade level, so be sure that you refer to your teacher's instructions. These programs are found on the Student Chromebook Launchpad in a folder called Instructional Apps. You may want to take a picture of this screen so you can go back and look at it in order to find the correct icons to access these programs. You have been emailed a handout titled LVS Getting Started Task List. This will take you through the doors of your virtual school, through the office, and then into the classroom. Locate your task sheet in your email and begin with your student. Take some time to work through this task sheet. It will take you step by step through each of the parts of our school work and classroom procedures. First, it will have you log into your computer. Once you get into your Chromebook, then you will be asked to click on an icon that's an LVS icon, and then you will be asked to log into your courses. You should have received an email from Florida Virtual School that has your login information for your student. If you did not receive this email, you likely did not set up your courses. But if you did set up your courses and you don't have this information, please reach out to your teacher as soon as possible. Once you are logged in there, please follow each of the steps in this task sheet through until completion. This will be part of the very first assignment that your student must turn in for a grade this semester. Once you've completed the task sheet, bring your questions with you on Tuesday, January 14th at 8 o'clock a.m. in order to learn more.